Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, from all of us from Branches Tarot and Shadow Healing. I was guided to talk about this message. The message I left last night that said, when something's cursed, don't touch it, was coming from an internal place, a channeling that I was receiving. And around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, it led me to the mysterious mummy found a lady who was mutilated and murdered on her way towards the afterlife. She was of hierarchy. She was a high priestess, and she served Horus. And she was from Thebes, so she had a Grecian background. Her eyes, though, were not brown. They were a lighter color. I just thought I'd correct that. And her face was a little bit more softer. But people were so jealous of her because she was so kind. She was a princess. And she was loving. And she was set to be betrothed to be married to someone. But there was someone in a conspiracy, kind of like how at 2 Caesar, at 2 Brute, they couldn't let her rise to power. So they murdered her. Because that person was so jealous and hateful, they wanted to make sure her chakras were in a line and that her throat chakra was taken so she couldn't speak her name in the afterlife. But the problem is even when you're at that low vibration and that devil energy, when you do that, you can't harm a chosen person. And she was chosen because she was, what I'm hearing from my guides, Ma'at, the daughter of Ra. And what they've been doing to her for centuries is trying to silence her truth because she speaks the truth to keep balanced, and that's what she was doing in Egypt. The problem is that because she spoke the truth, the pharaohs found her dangerous. Women found her dangerous, 222. And because of that, they wanted to silence her. So they ostracized her. They took away her name, her beauty, thinking that that would punish her for how dare she even consider, right? But when you're the daughter of Ra, of a god, or the niece of a god, or the granddaughter of a goddess, get angry. And they end up protecting their child throughout the centuries. And she's reincarnated. What people don't realize about Ma'at is that she was also Tanit. She was also Asherah. And makes you wonder, is that possible why Yahweh, the Lord, turned against Egypt? Because nothing was the same after that. It was all about power and control. It wasn't about abundance and prosperity. 333. Because remember, when the Lord stepped in, it was about let my people go. He didn't want to be associated with the lower archy because they weren't following. When you mutilate the sun god's child so that she can't speak, even though you didn't know it was her. Or maybe they did. You can't keep people from being quiet. You can ostracize them. You can silence them. But they'll always get their truth out. I just thought I'd pass that message on, and that somebody who's following with that curse shouldn't do that. So it's quite possible, this is why the Lord turned against Egypt. Because why would he want to be reincarnated to associate with the same people that took away someone he loved? 444. Like Thoth. Something to think about. Because I always keep saying, people say to me, how could possibly all religions be one, right? Well, that's one way. That's one way. If your own faith and the people that you have been praising turn against you, like they did against Christ, then you had Christianity, right? But you still forgive the Hebrews for harming the King of the Jews, right? You still forgive them for taking Avenatti in the Latter-day Saints, right? So you must forgive them for taking Mayat and cursing her because they cursed themselves. Because she's always going to weigh the feather against the heart of the person. It doesn't matter if it's by physical or by the flesh. Her soul was too pure to kill. 555, expect the unexpected. That's the download that I received. So I'm just passing it on. Be thankful that you're with your families. Be thankful that you have love surrounding you. And always know that part of being the spiritual community and loving is to be kind to everyone and forgive. Always forgive. Because when we forgive, we're free. God bless, love and light. Take care.